So let's keep continuing your understanding of the creative process that, that I told you we were born with. I ask that you pay attention to the language of a child, what they say, and you'll hear it and see it. When they fall off a bike, they say, "This stupid bike, it won't." They point at the bike. Now compare that to an adult learner like us. We would say something like, "Huh, I'm so stupid." We don't even look at the bike. We blame it on ourselves. Am I right? Yeah, of course I am. We look at ourselves in a negative way, where kids, they don't. The fact is, you're not stupid if you fall off your bike. You're also not a failure if you don't, if something doesn't go as planned in your life. So I'm going to ask you to write that down. I am not a failure. I am not a failure. You absolutely are not. You are not the results that you come up with. So let me share something personal with you. I have a wife that's very gifted, right? She is so incredibly gifted. Being empathic is one of those things she's gifted with, and clairaudient too, along with others. Clairaudience is known as clear hearing, and people with that gifting can hear messages either audibly or inside their mind from God, the grand overall designer. And they receive telepathic messages so they can talk with people and animals via thought too, right? It's really a cool thing. So sometimes knowing that, I ask my wife questions and I ask her to ask that question for me and get an answer. She receives answers from above. Not very clear sometimes, I'll admit. But here's something. I've repeatedly said that I'm not empathic. Now, empathic is not just putting yourself in someone else's shoes and saying you understand what they feel. That's empathetic. Empathic is really truly feeling what other people feel, the energy. If someone's hurting, you feel the hurt. If they're feeling happy, you feel the happiness. So I asked my wife, can you ask if I'm empathic? And the basic answer that came back was, yes, I am. But here's the deal. I push it away. I deny it. So whenever I say I'm not empathic, it's not that I don't have a capability. I do, in fact, have that capability. I was just mentally saying that I didn't. And you know what? As long as I kept saying I don't, then I never would. You follow? Hey, by the way, since that answer, I've become more aware of my empathic giftings and I can feel things because I'm accepting it. I'm not denying it anymore. So let's continue our train of thoughts here. There are two thoughts. First, make the shift from looking at goal setting and achieving as something you can't do, right? And begin to see that goal setting and achieving are part of a natural process of creation and manifestation. It's a natural process. Remember, you were pre-programmed as a perfect creator and manifester. You have the ability within you, just like me being empathic. It's in me. As long as I deny it, I won't get it, but, right? Accept it. Accept that you're a perfect creator and manifester. So the second thought is, when you make this shift in your perception, you can begin to detach yourself from the outcome, separating your self-value from your results. Again, you're not your results. You're not your results. If something fails, you are not a failure. If you fall off a bike, you're not stupid. And when you realize that, not only will you feel 1,000% more confident, 1,000 times happier, 1,000 times freer, but you'll create and manifest 1,000 times faster too. The reason we define our purpose, vision, and goals is so we can consciously direct our creative process that's inside us. And our purpose, vision, and goals are roadmaps for this power to follow. Understanding, awareness, and self-evaluation are the tools that you'll use to strengthen your ability to live from purpose, vision, and goals. And that's how I designed this lesson, to help you to gain understanding and awareness and to guide you through the process of gentle self-evaluation. So another reflection question for you. What's something that you've been telling yourself you can't do. What would happen if you use the language of the child and realize that you have the ability within you and you embrace the creative process you're born with? Describe that situation with this newer and fresher perspective. What if? It's all about raising your awareness and your growth. When you've done that, come on back. We're going to talk about purpose.